Good morning, my dear, dear friend, my Taurus, my beloved. Welcome to my channel. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Welcome. I welcome you. So we are working today with three portals. These are three portals which you can take what you will from them, the detail as well as the narrative arc, to form for yourself a protective or perhaps guiding vision in which you can help yourself release from certain cycles of karma that exist between you and someone else, or potentially you and your object of affection. My name is Ron. Thank you and welcome to my channel. I would like to open with a blessing of Agni. Agni. Agni, may the fire come and burn us free from our desires. This is a blessing of Agni. May the fire come and free us from our base desires. We also call on the power of Surya to guide us to higher illumination, to free us from the lower vibrations of the mind and the spirit, to lift us up into the digestion of the universe, the inner fire. Okay, that blessing is over. We shall begin. I am going to start with the 1890 deck, and we'll go ahead and open up the first portal for you. This is a love situation reading for the sign of Taurus, April 2020. The first portal is now open at 3:33. My dear Taurus, you seem to be hard at work. Hard at work or hard at play. There definitely is a sense of stability in what you do. Your endeavors are watched over by the higher forces of the world around you and beyond it. There is something about a double structure, a structure of the mind and a structure of the flesh. And both of these are working in harmony. There is a connection between your subtle body as well as your astral body, and also a union between the two. There also is an indication here of your kundal waking up. There is the inner fire as well as the inner force of energy, the primal force of energy that is awoken inside of you, and you have drive and motivation currently in this period. You are dealing with someone whom still communicates very poorly with you. They are a bit misguided with what they do with the Five of Swords. There is a strong indication here of a type of is a type of disruption. When you're hard at work and you're hard at what you're doing, as well as play, there's something very mischievous about what they do, and they seem to be standing in your way when you are trying to rest. It's possible you are trying to rest as well to recover and to stabilize your physical body, but the mind gets attacked by this person's energy. There is a period of waiting and also a period of strong urges from this individual to come and move towards you. They have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is all about essentially equipping a type of truth and moving forward. And this person is moving towards your direction in order to rescue you in a way. They are a bit of a knight in shining armor, but their motivations are dual-edged, and they seem to be stuck or perhaps in the middle between two truths, trying to walk the line of duality. Trying to do such leads to this Five of Swords, and their energy is very much that of the Five of Swords, wherein there is a type of truth that they have, but then it's veiled in a double cutting energy. They want to set you free from a period of waiting. You've worked hard on this waiting in order to build a foundation with this person, and it's very beautiful, my dear Taurus. However, it's very challenging for you. You seem to be invested heavily in this, as well they are. It's because of a great past, a past that has been challenging for both of you, and there is a sense of passion still fueling this connection. Not only that, but memory tied to a great karma. This karma, as well as, yes, okay. This karma is very intense, and not only that, there is a deep love and a deep bond, and as well as a strong spiritual fusion between both of you. Both of you are rigidly stubborn in a way, very, very patient in a way as well. But there is a dynamism here that cannot be easily contained, and it's hard work for you. However, there is the strong potential that this will break through, and you will find some sort of regal standing with this person, with the Empress. Taurus and Libra are here. As well, the ability to grow and expand and be quite fertile with the connection. And not only that, to have children and to have a type of legacy with. There is a very strong indication that you two will never really move on from this connection. You will forever wait as well. This person is going to rescue you somehow. Air signs are here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Lots of air on their side. Libra is here as well as Taurus. And Venus and Scorpio is here, as well as Virgo, Mercury and Virgo especially here. A type of communication, a type of synthesis between two stubborn people. As well here, the need to break down firewalls or blocks because of ego or because of arrogance. This is a mirror, and there's something here within the Empress that looks to you. It looks to you. The eyes are on you, and you are facing adversity when it comes to this past connection that seems to have fallen out for some reason because of triads, because of triangles, because of the Three of Swords energy and the cutting out of that as well, the making of the choice of cutting out of that. The motivations are very intense. Communication is certainly one of the main objectives for this person, but each time they do that, they run the gamut, they run duality, they run the paths of duality and are set into, triggered into a type of mental anguish because of pain from the past. Likewise, you secretly want to also communicate with them, and you do so on a psychic level throughout the five dimensions. Okay. Now, That is the end of this portal. Potential outcomes, however. Yes, communication, secret communication is very much on the cards. And not only that, this is a communication that is very, very, very well thought out, as well as super intuitive and really between the lines. When communication comes, there will be a secret that expands. A secret that expands, and with this expanding, whatever is said, it's not really what is said, it is what is known. Okay? I love this deck. It's a freaking amazing deck. Oh, I love it. All right, my dear Taurus, please clear your mind, if you will. I would invite you to chill out and relax while I build these bridges to the next third portal. This is for my dear Taurus, a situationship reading for the month of April 2020. You may choose to take what you will. Please leave everything else as refuse. This portal is open at 11:38. It is open now. The second portal is open. I am building for you a small mirror, a mirror that exists between you, someone else, and the image between both of you. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups in the mirror between you two. Strong indication here that there is a freaking huge love, a beautiful love that is based on the energy of transcendentalism, something that involves pure love as well as pure regeneration and infinite potential. There's a strong indication that spring will open up the gateway between you and this person, and there may be an undeniable connection that will take over the both of you. This is what is intended, and both of you have a vision of this pure and crystallized version of fluid and agape love. This is the honey of the sweetest nectar. This is the fruit of all labor. And it's coming if you want it to. Both of you want it to. However, you seem very disinterested. The way they see you is this High Priestess energy. She comes up again from the first portal. High Priestess is here, and she has a secret. She's looking away from the situation. However, deep down inside, she knows to look towards it because she is analyzing it. You have been analyzing the hell out of this situation, and it involves a mirror here, the 22, with the 2 and the 20 here. There is a strong builder number that is based on leadership as well as cooperation in order to revive the situation or to set it free forever. There's something here. Judgment is here. It's possible you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Libra. Scorpio and Pisces are here, as well as all the water signs. This is laced with water and regeneration through condensation, evaporation, and the falling and resurrection of water. Okay? It's as if the love you have between this person and the love that they share with you, it constantly depletes itself, but then it endlessly regenerates, even if you try to pour it out. This is a secret that you know, and there's a further secret to the High Priestess that we shall unveil now. Okay. The High Priestess knows that there is, not only with the world's calamity, this regenerative process that I was talking about with judgment is mirror reflected. Not only is there a type of regeneration, there is clearly a type of eco-death as well as a regeneration from this. This comes from the power of Surya, the sun, as well as the power of higher consciousness through Leo's energy or perhaps Sagittarius. It destroys the tower of Aquarius as well as the tower of Saturn as well as Capricorn. And it takes down through an Aquarian Uranian energy all the false pretenses from the situation. There has been a type of dethroning for you as well as for them, but you know that both of you have had to go through a serious amount of trial and tribulation, of death and regeneration, of the destruction of poor foundations between you two, and perhaps that's what happened. I'm seeing here, let's see, 7 and the 9, there is a strong indication that there's a foreign quality to this situation. There's a foreign sort of element, either distance separates you, or perhaps the ego separates you, and the egos, both of you share egos that are distinct and foreign in their tastes, exotic. There's an exotic connection here that had to end. That's what I see. And this exoticism, the High Priestess holds as a type of chance, a gateway, if you will, to potentially learn something through a great taking away and a reconstruction process. This is all about deconstruction and reconstruction and refortification through the guides of the universe, through their agency. Okay? Now, why is this judgment here? Okay. Okay, this person's desire, it's clearly not helping this judgment situation. Whomever you're dealing with, this judgment is going against their will, and there is a cycle, a gateway, a portal for them to potentially jump through again, or there's something about you that's jumping through again for them. And it seems to me that both of you are succumbing to your sort of surrendering your agency here. There's a lot of surrendering of agency, letting love do the work, letting God do the work, letting the higher power do the work between this connection in order to make it happen. There is an element of patience as well as reconstruction. So it has to take a certain amount of time. Once again, the Five of Swords comes up. As well, there has to be a type of forgiveness for whatever has trespassed between you two, whatever has conspired, whatever has been darkly conveyed through poor communication or through the energy of cutting out. Abandonment issues are triggered here by the ego, as well as there's that cycle again of endlessly regenerating from this sort of ego death or this cutting out energy. Both of you seem to communicate very poorly, especially you, my dear Taurus. And this person has a lot of fire for you still. They secretly desire you. You are secretly harboring fears, as well as you are the embodiment of fear for them, because they don't want to be turned away, as well as they don't want to be they don't want to have to read between the lines, but with you it always is so, because there is poor communication. The lines are cut in a way, but the love still exists there. In order to transcend this, both of you have to confront the ego and rebuild in order to make a situation light again. Right now, the energy, both of you are trying to get over this, to come to the Six of Swords, which is peace and harmony, by avoiding the toxic energies of the past, and to cut those out completely. That's the only way. This person is also dealing with their shadow side. There's something about the life they lived with you in the past that needs to be surrendered completely in order for there to be clear vision when it comes to trying to manifest some sort of cooperative teamwork here. But there just is a clear connection, and it's based on the highest form of love, one of the highest. We should be in totally service of each other, I think. Let's see. Okay, this person is crystallizing. They are restructuring and finding balance as well as harmony in their environments. From this, they will have a protection. The environment, the external world will conspire to bring them to a higher truth, and they will be open to communication, but they will be very guarded, as well as they will protect their heart and their spirit from anything that is negatively out there in the external world, in your connection as well. They're protecting themselves from you as well, and you from them secretly. But something will come out into the open, and there's a type of detachment that you're not comfortable with, and that's your connection with them is challenging, but also it's a great source of fulfillment. It's what you wished for in a way, and not having that is really, I mean, the connection is there, but not having it on the third dimension in this reality is really it's challenging you. And really, you're trying to figure out what you really want in the connection. And as you're doing this, they are open to talk about it, but they are well protected. Right. That portal is closed. I'm going to do a smaller reading for the third iteration. The third portal is now opening from the bicycle deck, 1970, from Ohio. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay. This person that you're dealing with, my dear Taurus, sees that there's a challenge here. A challenge of both of you trying to get out of something that does not feel like it's protected, something where it feels like you're cast outside of a feeling of home or a feeling of belonging. There's a feeling of belonging here that is challenging. It's challenging. And both of you feel like you don't belong, but you do belong, and you need to do something about that. That's how I'm saying it. This is a mirror. And it's a challenge as well. It's a difficulty. Now, when it comes to this challenge of the feeling of not being at home, there is a lineage that leads up to a type of offer, an offer back to something from the past. This offer is passionate and will lead to a type of victory that regenerates the soul as well. It clarifies the mind. There's an act of purification here that is grounded as well, based on a type of fire. If this happens, there will be an offer of a new beginning that is based on passion as well as stability, and it's leading up to a cycle of harmony as well as a structure. That is the intention of this page, of this night. To have a double beginning based on stability as well as soul energy, to fortify this through peace and regeneration, to find victory in it as well as to find equanimity in it with you, and to find stability. This is all because of a feeling of instability or not feeling at home. You have to be careful because you and this person are being driven into trying to find balance, to make a choice. But the reasons for this choice are based on codependent or dependent needs, these needs that are potentially superficial in the long run. It's important for you to realize that the love that exists here, it doesn't exist. The motivations here are based on passion as well as structure. Passionate structures of passion. And these structures of passion become your home for you and this person. And in a way, you both are children building a type of fortification, but it feels a bit artificial. Yeah. The advice is to look to what really makes you happy. If this makes you happy, then go for it. But know that the love needs to be there. It needs to fuel this desire. It's one of the strong undertones, the strong motivations, this Three of Cups energy, to find love and then to add to it. All right? My dear Taurus, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. I'm wishing you well. As well, I am open for private consultations at my About section. Otherwise, I shall see you in mid-April for the Great Mirror reading, the energy of you, someone else, and the mirror between you two. Otherwise, please be safe, be kind, and know that the world around you may be going through an incredible transformation now that is out of your hands. If you can, find pleasure in spaces that are safe, and from this you may find a type of victory, as well as in this time it's good to reflect on your path. Thank you. Bye.